There is a very higher place. Everyone experiences it. It's always happening. What's weird is I haven't been able to remember not being attached to it to the degree I am right now. I can look back at my past and be like, oh, I remember when I was, having sex or in the mind frame of, yeah, this is so great in the moment. But now that that's happened, it just looks as even then I was in the same spirit but didn't feel it, and it was there the whole time, and it has been there forever. Like all the history books we're reading, you're only going to be alive for so long. You think people are going to save your stuff on a chip and keep your memories on a chip and keep you alive in the computer. You're not going to have senses, and you're not going to give a shit. It's all just waste of time. It's all stuff to distract people. And if they put it on something, on a TV show or something, and someone says, I can do that. Yeah, I'm going to try that. And that's what their life goal becomes. Now they start making breakthroughs because we are able to do just about anything we put our minds to. But it's going to take a lot of hard things, like say we want to transport consciousness or transport heads and, what's it called when you move something from someone. It is a transplant heads. They want to transplant heads on people, and they're doing it with animals. And why? What does this do for you? What are you trying to make people, half animals, half this, half that, because you can? We've done this before. It doesn't work out very well. You start getting the traits of animals. You start killing each other again. We turn into this holy war. And it goes over and over again. And people are too stupid. And they think they're smart by being like, that kind of shit isn't real. That's just woo-woo and whatever. I'm like, right now, you believe that you're being controlled by money. To me, that's the biggest woo-woo fairy tale we've ever had. In fact, we see flying things. We see people. We see big, huge whales. We see octopuses. And we think that it's crazy that there could be something our tallness or our height and our seemingly to appear like human beings that just look like an animal. Of course, there's animals our size and much bigger. There are, but they're not going to come here and bother us because we are violent. The problem is, if we want them to come here, they're going to come here in peace because they are peace. Earth is what we have made it into. There's no escaping what Earth is doing. I've explained why I call it Earth, because it's exactly that. We are physical bodies, yes, but we go off of what we say, what we feel, and what we think. And what we think is the deepest. What we feel is what gives us our amount of accurate information to get our thoughts from. We feel it, and then we think about it, and then we make our actions. That's literally the word, or the world we live in. I was going to say the word we live in, but it is both. And it's too hard to put into words for people who don't have deep enough minds because they just don't want to hear it. You've been trained your whole life to not pay attention to people that talk too smart because you're afraid of them knowing something you don't and admitting that you don't know. But when you do know, a lot of people are afraid to admit that too because they've also been conditioned to think that there's no way anyone could know. So we have been really brain fucking ourselves for a long time. And we need to stop doing it. And we all need to start being honest with ourselves and each other.